This is the plaintiff, Keisha Harper. She says the defendant was like a brother to her, and she still finds it hard to believe he's stiffing her on money he owes. It's gotten so bad between them, he told her if she texted him one more time for the money, he was going to send someone over to beat her up. Beat her up? That's real mature. She's suing for $1,000, the amount owed plus pain and suffering. This is the defendant, Mark Gadsden. He says this is all wrong because he doesn't owe the plaintiff anything. The girl's just jealous he has a girlfriend, and he thinks the plaintiff has a thing for him. She's acting like a child. He'll have none of it, and most importantly, owes her Zippo. He's accused of turning an old friend into an enemy.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant was so close to her until he told her that if she didn't repay a loan, he would have her beaten up. The defendant says the plaintiff just has a thing for him. It's the case of you can't beat that.
To Keisha Harper?
Yes.
Okay, you are suing Mark Gadsden for $1,000. $200 you say he owes you, and $800 because you're mad he owes you it in pain and suffering. What's going on?
Well, I was moving from the Bronx to Manhattan, and I couldn't fit 2 TVs in my new home. So I asked him if he wanted to buy the TV off of me.
How'd you know him?
I know him since I was a kid. We grew up together. And he agreed to buy the TV for $500.
Okay, and what kind of TV was this?
It was a 56-inch TV, and he offered to buy it.
Okay,
He
for
made
$500?
Yes.
And it was how old?
A year old.
Okay, so you bought the TV?
Yes, ma'am.
And you paid how much?
$300.
Okay, and was the purchase price $500?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess we both know why we're here. And so what happened? Why didn't you finish paying?
The temp agency I worked for at the time was not, the contract didn't renew with the state, so I was laid off.
Okay.
In which I wasn't able to play.
And that happened when?
July 31st.
Of what year?
2012.
Okay. And did you call her and tell her that and try
Yes.
to? All right. And according to you, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
What efforts did you make to pay her on a payment plan to finish up the amount? You know, what did you say? How did you handle your problem? You have a problem. You have a debt. The debt is due, and you didn't pay it. How did you handle your problem?
Well, I kept in contact with her. I let her know at this time I wasn't able to pay. My mother even tried to, step in and say, you know what? When my money come through, I'll be able to give it to you.
Okay.
And little did she know, my mother's up in age, so by the time it came around, her money was looking, like she couldn't help.
Okay.
So she tried to let her know that, and
Meanwhile, you're still watching the TV?
No, not actually, because I put the TV in the living room. I don't use it.
Okay.
But
So you didn't even need the TV you can't afford.
so
She's right.
I let her know, and she also let her know. She still became, upset. She started being agitated, start calling me, calling my mother, using profanity. So I just told her, look, I don't like the way you do business, so I'd rather you just
Oh, she doesn't like the way you do business either.
go through that way, go through with your mother, and that way we can just handle it like that.
Handle it like what? Court?
No,
I did
handle the
court.
payments through that way.
Through which way? I'm sorry.
Her mother.
Her mother. Okay.
Yes.
And who's your mother?
That didn't even go like that.
That didn't even go like that.
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
I tried to compromise with him. He didn't want to compromise. He cursed me out. He threatened me. He told me he was going to get me beat up. Yes. He had people
He
kick
owes
my
you
door.
$200 and he was going to get you beat up?
Yes.
Because
And that's
what?
not
What was
fair
he
to
mad
me.
at?
So if somebody just harasses you incessantly and just annoys you to repay a loan, at a point, can you say, I'm not paying them back?
I would pay them back. It's my responsibility.
But would you have a defense not to if they really harass you?
No, I wouldn't have it any.
What do you think, ma'am?
I would say harass him, but if you did owe him the money, you should pay him back the money.
Fair enough. You get the last word.
No, you got to pay him, but you got to calm down at the same time.
You got to calm down. But the question is calming down a defense going inside the courtroom?
He's mad because he don't want to pay me.
Right,
Just
but he's
because
mad
I
that you
guess
keep
we're
calling, you
friends,
mean?
I don't know. That's not fair to me. He already know my situation, that
Okay.
I need the money.
Did you folks end up fighting or anything?
No.
Okay, but
No.
according to you, he sent his
I just
nephews
went
to your
the-
place?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
He had his nephew kick my door in
How do you know that?
because I know the nephew. I just looked through the peephole.
And he kicked your door in and did what?
He just was kicking it, nothing bad.
Did he?
And he left.
Did he do any damage?
No, just a little dent.
Okay. And did you call him and say, why'd you send your nephew
Yes.
to...
And he just sent me to voicemail. He never answered the phone. He just don't want to talk. And I just got tired. I needed help. And I came here to get help.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you help.
Thank you.
You came to the right place.
Thank you.
What is your defense? She's annoying?
Yes. Yes.
How do you think that's going to go for you? That's a little bit like saying, oh, the bank, I'm not going to pay them, Judge, because the bank just keeps calling and sending bills and threatening to collect. And
It's one thing if it's like how you saying, ma'am, then I have no right to be angry. But it's another when you come kicking at my mother's door, she has to call police. It's another when you threaten to have people break my legs. It's
how
another.
did she threaten to have people break your legs?
It's on a voicemail.
It's on what voicemail?
Mine.
Play it.
I have some stuff for you, too.
You can call me back and tell me something, because I know you get your check today. So I know all the business. I even know what you got locked up for. I know what you got out for. I know all your business. So I don't know why you keep playing me like I'm some type of dumb. I'm not dumb. I might look dumb on my face, but I'm very smart.
And there's more.
What's the part about breaking your legs?
There's so much more.
Right here, I have all of that right here for you.
Where you said you break his
one.
legs?
Yes.
Oh, you did say you break his legs? Play the one where she says that she break your legs. Oh, no, I thought that it was actual screenshots of conversations. I can't trust that. I can't just have somebody type it up.
I have my phone, if anything.
Yeah, let me see that. But he's talking about messages that you left on his phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, seriously, you don't have a lot of work to do in this case. It's like the one thing you didn't think I'd ask you to play the stuff. I mean,
Actually, that wasn't the problem. My phone was died, so I had to charge it.
Wait a
so now I
second.
gotta
Your
go
phone
back.
was dying.
My phone, it died. So
Your
I had
phone died. And were you on your phone?
No, I was just, showing the people.
He was
the text.
calling
Were you
the whole
were
time.
you were you playing on your phone? How's your phone die when the one
was
piece of
sitting.
evidence you have is your phone? Like, how do you not come here with a full charge?
It was. But it's always.
That's because he was calling me while we was waiting to see you, ma'am.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me
I
see.
have that, too.
Let me see.
I went in the bathroom. My
Look,
phone was in my
you called that
pocket. It's a
350.
touch screen phone.
Oh, you butt dialed her.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Of all the people to
In the
butt dial?
pocket.
Yes, and I
And
texted
you know how that's always
Tell
happening,
him to leave
right,
me alone.
Douglas? Where the defendant butt dials a plaintiff of all people,
by mistake.
right? Yeah.
You in the ground with your drop pants off. Give me my money. I'm ready.
Oh my God! Just turn it off. You know what's
offered to
funny?
give it
You
back.
actually he actually butt dialed you some other time because I see it in your voicemail.
Thank you. I saved all of that for you.
That's pretty funny. All right. First of all, here, take the phone. You seem to be under some misimpression that if somebody harasses you to pay and do your job and what you had agreed to do and what you have a legal obligation to do, that somehow that means you can erase your own legal obligation. I don't know where you learned that, but that doesn't happen in this universe, okay? But you seem to be under the impression that when you're owed X, you can make it 5 times X by telling me how pissed off you are and how much pain and suffering you went through to get you. And of course, that is also not true. So you are entitled to a judgment in the amount of the remaining $200
Thank you.
plus your court cost to file this case, and I am ordering you to pay that. That's my judgment.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, the defendant's leaving the courtroom right now. Come on over here. Tell me, the judge has ruled. You heard a rule for the plaintiff here.
Yeah.
Which means what to you?
It's fair.
It is fair?
Yeah.
Well, how come you had to force it into court like that then? if
It's fair for the 200. Not
Okay.
1,000.
All right, understood there. Wait, one sec. This friendship goes back a long way between you and her, right?
It's money. Money's not that serious.
Right? So what's the nature of the friendship at this point? What's the state of it? In your
In
mind?
time, you'll see. In time.
Okay. What about you? Well, you satisfied with what you got on the good
I'm
thing?
happy now
Yeah, how come?
because I get my judgment.
That's
But
enough?
the friendship is done. It's
Really?
done, yes.
That's an
because
old-
there's no respect in the friendship. That was just disrespect.
Well, how did that happen all of a sudden after such a long friendship? What changed? Why did he do that to you?
I don't know, but I'm glad I came here to get judgment, and I'm happy.
You'd rather
now.
have the money than the friendship?
Yes, and I'm gonna change my number and just leave it alone.
Okay, Harvey, it's yours.
Okay, you know, the bottom line here, that if you owe money, it doesn't matter if they harass you, if they do anything to you. You may have a separate claim against them for harassment, but if you owe the money, you owe the money. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.